Guys, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How's y'all morning going? I hope it's wonderful. We got some good news on a case we've been covering. Nikki McCain, remember? The missing out of California? Her husband, Tyler McCain, the Wind River Casino and the hospital story about grandma, his mom, and all that. And the domestic violence charges that were dropped in July last summer, not this past July, July before. All that stuff. Hey, the reason that they didn't charge him and the reason they let those charges go is because they knew if they arrested him on the domestic charges, that then they would never be able to close this case on her missing case, her vanishing case. It's huge. They arrested him Wednesday morning. He has his court appearance, I think, tomorrow at 1:30. His arraignment or whatever, I guess. I don't know what he's going to say. I don't know what his mom, I don't know. I remember they said suspects. So far they only got him, but they got him due to confession of someone, not him. Someone let them know that on the 18th, that very same month, from what I understand, that she went missing, that he told them what happened, that he did it. But guess what else? He also disregarded a partial driver's license piece out a window of his vehicle, and guess what? It was burnt and melted. It was Nikki McCain's driver's license, which was his wife's driver's license that had left him and was trying to get a life together. And he just couldn't let it go because he was too worried about being charged and facing 30 years for what he had done to her, right? It's sad. It's sad. I always talk about domestic violence trigger warning. It's horrible. And she was doing the right things, but she failed because her big heart let her listen to his mother and go up to the hospital. If she wouldn't have got involved in any of that, she might still be here today, and it's heartbreaking to think about. I don't know. I'm just so glad that he's finally arrested. I've been telling you, I don't know how I could. And once that red truck was discovered, it wasn't long after that. And I don't know if that's the man that was able to spill all the beans for them or what. I have no idea, guys. But Nikki McCain looks like justice is headed her way finally. Now, they still don't know where she is, right? They still haven't been able to find her, but they said they don't need that. They don't need her body to charge him. They have plenty of evidence, and they have a statement, evidently by a witness, or not a witness, but someone, a witness to the case, right, that knew. I always say everybody's always going to cover their skin, man. If they think that they're going to go down for something somebody else did, they're going to rap. Just like in Susan Simpson case out of San Antonio, the missing realtor. I've always thought that James Cotter, his business partner, ratted. I still think that's the only reason they let him out on bond is because he cooperated. He gave them information that they needed or wanted, or he answered questions, or he told them things, something, I don't know. In this case, I think actually a friend of his that lived out there might have known something, and that might even be the one that told him this. I don't know. It might have been that one or the one that drove him and the one in the red truck. I don't know. But what I'm still waiting for is more arrests, because if you do remember, they did say suspects, but they're not going to name them at the time. So we know that there's more than one person they believe. Well, there has to be, because somebody had to pick him up when he dropped that truck off. So, yeah, there is somebody else involved. The mom, she lied from the beginning, so they're going to get her for that probably. They got to get her with something. Because I still believe that, according to people out there and sources that I've spoken to over the year, or whatever, 10 months, 11 months, 12 months, whatever it's been. Sorry, man, my allergies, guys, are killing me this morning. I woke up, I could not breathe. That the mom told not so much the truth, remember? Because then the best friend evidently shot down everything that the mom had said by saying, no, I came out there, I ate dinner out there. I guess they thought he was going to keep the story straight. So if he's the one, the guy that was living out there in that little trailer, if he's the one that stepped up, which from what I understand, he is the one that at least cleared up a lot of questions they had, right? That I believe would have led to an arrest regardless, and then they got a little more help on that. But, you know, prayers, we've been praying for Nikki McCain to be found and for justice to come. Her sisters have been the voice. They have fought for her and fought for her and fought for her. And it's so good to see that all their fighting paid off, right? Them not giving up, them not losing hope that justice would come for their sister, Nikki. So Nikki McCain, looks like, I know it's not over yet. You still got to go to trial, and we will follow it. I'm curious to see the evidence. They say the evidence is overwhelming, so I'm curious to see. I think they found so much in that search of the property when they served those warrants here a while back. Remember when they changed the charges? I still think they found a lot, and I think over time they've gotten little bits, and something just put the icing on the cake, and that shows that they've done good work. Yes, it took them a while, but they're also charging a man without a body, trigger warning. So yeah, that's a good thing. That doesn't happen a lot. But I did want to say that this morning. It's about 6:20 right now. You can see the daybreak is breaking. So my condolences again to the family of Nikki McCain. We've been praying hard for justice, and it looks like it's coming. Finally. Just want to let everybody know that Tyler McCain was arrested finally for Nikki McCain's unaliving, and may justice begin. All right, guys. We love y'all. Have a blessed one. Allegedly, these are my opinions, thoughts, theories, speculation, however you want to say it. Everyone's innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. But he has been charged and arrested. So, he is in jail waiting trial. Anyway, we'll keep you posted. Like I said, just, you know, it is what it is. We'll figure it out as it comes. As soon as something gets released more, I'll definitely jump on it, guys, and bring it to you. All right, y'all have a good morning. We love y'all, guys. Remember, y'all's comments are y'all's and y'all's alone, not to reflect the channel also. And we do our research together. We are a big, hard little family. And we'll talk soon. All right, guys. Bye.